Another True Bobby Miller story starts right now.
Everyone has a story and many memories, some good, some bad, and some that are just unforgettable. That's why I'm here. I'm here to tell you my stories, live and in living color. This is True Bobby Miller Stories.
What's up, everybody? Bobby here with another True Bobby Miller Stories, and today I'm feeling extra nostalgic because I'm here at one of my favorite places on the entire planet. This is Carl Sparks Stadium in Puyallup, Washington, where I used to play my high school football back in the days. We're commemorating the 20-year celebration of one of the greatest sports stories to never be told. I decided to turn down scholarships and go to a private Christian college in St. Bonifacius, Minnesota, called Crown College. Say that 3 times really fast. It was a very small college. It had probably 500 total students on campus. And the reason why this story wasn't told is because in that time at that campus, they didn't have like a director of information or media. So there's no record of it. If you even go to their website and go to the archives of their statistics for football, this doesn't exist, which means it also doesn't exist in the NCAA record books where it belongs. So you're probably wondering, well, what did you do that was so cool that you had these records? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. The coach there currently, John Auer, is doing a great job. But 20 years ago, they weren't as gifted as they have been in the past years. So my freshman year, I come in and we have this coach named Kirk Talley, who's now the current coach down at Warner University in Florida. Fantastic man and one of my mentors. I was a quarterback and I was behind a really great quarterback. So before our first game of the year, our coach at the time, Kirk Talley, he would pray with us before we even took the practice the day before. We prayer walked the field together as a team, hand in hand, walking up and down the field. And I remember what he used to say. During that prayer, he would say, "Father, show people something that is unbelievable so that they can always believe in the unbelievable. Believe in the unbelievable." And he kept pounding that into our head the entire week and in that final prayer the night before the football game. Well, that next day, something unbelievable happened. Now, as we were used to, we were down by 3 points going into the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, our senior quarterback got hurt during the game, which meant I had to go in and I was clueless on what I was doing. We're at the point in the game where the other team, they can actually win the game. They're on the 2-yard line and they could score just 2 yards. There's like 2 minutes left in the game. All they had to do was take 3 knees and the game would be over and we'd lose. But instead, what they decided to do, the quarterback took the ball and he tried to dive into the end zone and he fumbled the ball on the 1-inch line. Now you thought I was going to say 1-yard line, but it was actually on the 1-inch line. He fumbled the football. And so now we had the ball and there was about 1 minute and 47 seconds left. And we had to at least get into field goal range in order to make an attempt for a victory. I got the play from Coach Talley and I got into the huddle and I told them what we were going to run. We had a rule on our team on the offense that if you were inside the 20-yard line against your own 20-yard line, you could not change the play. Well, here's the issue. We got to the line of scrimmage and me as a freshman quarterback saw that their defense was lined up right where we were going to run the ball. I made a quick decision. I looked over to the sidelines to get some sort of confirmation that it would be okay to switch the play, and I didn't get it. So I decided to switch the play to a quarterback sneak, what I thought was just going to be a couple yards to give us some wiggle room. But they were lined up so far away from the middle of where I was standing that there was this massive gap. And I thought to myself, don't just dive. You should run a little bit to see what you can get. You know where this is going. Well, they're lined way back up because they think we're going to throw a Hail Mary. And we snapped the ball. And I'm not kidding you. Everything just parted open and there was wide open spaces in front of me. And I took off running as fast as I possibly could. And I wasn't very fast. So in my brain, and I'm thinking this literally as I'm running, is get to the sideline. Because worst case scenario, I get knocked out of bounds, the clock stops and we save a timeout. Well, the safety comes up and I give him one of those little shiggy shakes and I give him the old Heisman stiff arm and I get around him. And I mean, I'm still pumping and now I'm up 40 yards down the field, and they're all-American linebackers coming at me at an angle, and he dives, and I step over his arms, and then he misses me. As he misses me, he takes out two of the pursuing tacklers behind me. So now there's nobody in front of me. And I mean, I'm running, and I can just, I know that I'm going to score, but I know I'm very slow. So I tried to get there as fast as I can. And folks, 99 yards later, we scored the game-winning touchdown on a 99-yard quarterback sneak. That's unbelievable.
The only proof that this happened that I have is this certificate, the story that I'm telling you, and an old VHS tape that I've put into digital format that you're about to see right now.
But that's just a play. It's just a game. And the reason why I'm not so upset that this play isn't in the stat books is because of what I learned after that play. And I thought in my brain after I scored this touchdown, like, there's going to be a party after the game. I mean, holy cow, like, this is a great accomplishment. But what happened is I came to the sidelines, and this is what I saw. This is my coach on all fours praising God. He wasn't praising me. He wasn't praising the scoreboard. He wasn't praising his players. He was praising God and honoring God. And in that moment, something clicked for me. And it's stuck with me ever since. Number one is nothing's over until it's over. Believe in the unbelievable. But the third and most important thing that I learned from that particular play is that it's not just about Jesus being with you at all times, but you have to allow him to work through you at all times as well. Those people in the stands, they saw something that was unbelievable. They saw a miracle. And it's not about the play. The play is just symbolic to what it really meant for me. It's unbelievable that I have a beautiful wife and beautiful kids based on my upbringing. You can ask my friends, Justin, Carissa, who's probably watching this, RT, Sarah. I never wanted to touch a baby. I never wanted to hold a baby, let alone have babies. And I have two. And they're the greatest things I've ever created. I have a job that I love. I have a faith that is unfazable. And it's because of what Coach Talley taught us that particular day, to believe in the unbelievable. Our country right now is in shambles. And to outsiders, it would be unbelievable if we actually came together and actually unified in the United States of America. I believe that we can, because I believe in the unbelievable. So, kudos to Coach Auer out in Crown College. You are doing a fantastic job at the school. I would like to see this record back in the record books, but if it doesn't, I understand. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave you with this. If you put your hope and your faith in all that toilet paper that you're hoarding during the quarantine time, you're going to find your outcome to be pretty crappy. If you put your trust and faith in Jesus Christ, it's not going to be perfect, but you are going to live the most fulfilling life you could ever imagine. Trust me, I know. Me, I'm unbelievable. I should be a negative statistic based on how I grew up. Believe in the unbelievable. It's unbelievable where I am today. And I believe in it. And I believe in you. So do me a big favor. If you could, would you share this video? I'll never ask you to do that again, because that's not what these are about. But I would love for you to share this video, because somebody might need to hear it today. They might need to just get a sports story, because we don't have any sports. And they might need some inspiration or some encouragement. So please share it, like it, whatever. But I hope that you enjoyed it. Believe in the unbelievable. Have a blessed day. And I can't wait for the next True Bobby Miller Stories. See you next time.